YouTube, it's Antoinette. Today I'm going to do the 5-question tag, which I found online. So, okay, here we go. 5-question tag. Okay. Do you think that parents nowadays are more tolerant than in recent past, and why? I don't think, for my views on parenting, is that it's where, like, you know your child. So if your child acts up or acts badly, you know your child. So if your child comes home and says something to you or that sounds weird or that doesn't sound familiar, then it's your job as a parent to, like, see the situation and assess the situation. That's what I'm saying. As a parent, you pretty much know your child. You know your child's ups and downs. So if your child is acting weird or out of sorts or something, then as a parent you should know, like, hey, my child is acting weird. She's acting out of sorts. She's not functioning well. What can I do to help my child function well? That's what you should do as a parent. So as a parent, you know your child. So it's like when I see parents, the bad parents, I'm like, if you just listen to your child and listen to what your child is saying, you could be better. But you don't listen to your child. You just make up your own theories thinking you know everything. And you don't know everything because it's impossible to know everything. Okay. Kids today are given cell phones, unrestricted access to the internet, diverse video game console, etc. At what age do you think it's pertinent to present a child to this technology aspect of modern life? My first cell phone was in 6th grade, and that was a perfect age for me. Was when I was turning 13. I felt that that was the perfect age for me to have a cell phone because I was growing up and I needed a cell phone because, like, if you're in certain areas of the city and you're by yourself, you're gonna need your cell phone on you to call your parents and say, hey, I'm fine or whatever. So, like, my cell phone age was 13. So yeah, I was given a cell phone at 13. Is there a different time for each technology? I guess it's with, as parenting, you pretty much, it's a judgment call as parenting. Because I'm not going to give you a restriction on how to parent your child because that's wrong. Because how one person may parent child is not how another person may parent their child. How this other person may parent their child is not how this person may parent their child. So it's all pretty much judgment calls on what you want to do as a parent. And I'm not going to tell your parent, like, oh, you shouldn't give your kid an Xbox. Oh, you should give your kid an Xbox. Because that's not right. Because I'm like, who am I? I'm not even a parent yet. And I'm telling other people how to parent their child. Should they be educated thoroughly before giving them technology, or do you find out by themselves? In my opinion, how you parent your child is okay. I'm for the parents who's like, oh, she gets straight A's, she could have an Xbox. Oh, she does this, she can have like whatever technology is out. It's like, I agree with that because I'm like, she's doing good in school, she's not getting into trouble, she could get what she wants. So that's I'm for that kind of parent thing. But I'm, as a parent, as I think I'm not really a kid yet, I'm not going to tell you how to parent your child. That's not my job. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you should parent your child this way, you should parent your child this way. No. When my kids come, we'll talk about the Xbox and the Game Boy and the 360. We'll talk about it when it comes up. But I'm not going to walk around here parent other people's children. That's not what I'm here for. Uh, what do you think that should be proper punishment for an angered child who tries to hit parents? I've been in situations where I had argument with parents, and I'm not gonna be the kind of parents to be like, oh, just kick them out the house. But I'm gonna be like, if a child acts out as a certain way, you really have to assess what's going on in that child's life. Because if she's acting out and she's not doing this thing normally, then you really have to put out an assessment like, hey, my child doesn't normally hit me. My child doesn't act out. So as a parent, you should talk to your child and be like, hey, is there anything going on? Is there anything new? Is there anything that you want to talk about? And, go from there. But I'm not going to sit there and be the kind of person that says, oh, she has to do this. She has to do that. That's not what I'm here for, because I'm like, I'm not going to give someone else instructions on how to parent their child because I'm not a parent. And it's not my responsibility to parent any other child. I don't even have children yet. So I don't think that I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, she has to do this. She has to do that. No. But my suggestion is that you talk to your kid and see what is going on. And see what's the best thing. Because if your child doesn't normally act out, there must be something going on. The child doesn't want to cooperate with the teacher and does not want to make his... The child does not want to cooperate with the teacher and does not want to make his work in the classroom. What do you do? I would sit my kid down and I would explain to them that, hey, you need these classes to get into a good college, to get to a good job that you could support yourself. And I'm like, if you don't want to cooperate with the teachers, then you're pretty much screwing up yourself because you don't cooperate with the teacher. I'm going to say, like, as long as you're in this house, you're going to bring home some good grades and you're going to cooperate with the teacher, period. Regardless of whether or not the teacher says this or the teacher says that, you're going to learn to cooperate with the teacher because you need this to have your good job. And I'm like, oh, me and dad, we already have a good job. You need this to get your good job. So I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, and buts about you don't want to do your work because you don't like this teacher. There's no if, and, but. There's other ways to deal with a teacher other than acting out. So if you don't like it, I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts about nothing. You're going to cooperate with this teacher. You're going to get it together. Would you be the kind of parent that protect the child from getting dirty, play with animals, and wrestling with friends? Or would you be the type of parent that doesn't shy the kids away from the scene? I guess, as long as I said before, parenting is pretty much a judgment call. It's up to you on how you want to parent your kid. No one else is going to tell you what to parent your kid. I think I'm a little bit of both. I will protect my kid as much as I want to protect my kid, but I would protect my kid as much as I can, but I wouldn't shy them away from something because I'm like, you're a kid. You need to tree climb. You need to rock climb. You need to do all that. You're a kid. You still need to tree climb and rock climb. So I'm not going to shy them away from that. But what I'm not going to really be the kind of parents who's just reckless and doesn't care about the kids. That's what I'm not going to do. But I'm not going to shy them away from nothing. Well, that was a 5-question tag. If you want to see more on this tag, you could check out my video. Well, thanks YouTube. Bye.